folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Dogs will kick this away to get us going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's past the marker and still going. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaks free. They can't stop him. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Wrap down the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for the first down and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of run. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tide.
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
And the QB will try again on second attempt. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
A tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. Breaks a tackle into the field. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set for second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Snags it with throw. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Scanning the field, it's Hale. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, but we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Design quarterback run. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The shotgun running play call. And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
A direct snap. And they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. 1st down in the red zone.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. The receiver grabs it. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down. Catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Oh, and nearly an interception by the big fella. Couldn't quite hold on to the ball. Incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
He missed it. Off target that time. The lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Looking deep downfield to the left. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the 1st half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass is picked off.
play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return, they almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Dogs come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. When they had a short field, the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback from the start of the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Bringing pressure. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets into space at the 50. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
He gets loose. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield.
Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. He got away with one there. Dangerous throw.
Now, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Running out of time in the pocket. Running back grabs it on a screen. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks in that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
Now they pull out the screen here. I like the call on third down, but let's give the defense a lot of credit for being able to recognize that and bring him down short of the first down. It's all about timing and execution for that screen play to work for third down to be able to pick up that first.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
Trying to find room. It's Dickens. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Quarterback drops back. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. That's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. The defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. So a field goal attempt coming up now. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And he's got it. No problem.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Here comes a handoff. He shreds the tackle. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the 1st half, and that's why they're trailing. They'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The defense not fooled at all.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Going backwards to open up this series. 2nd down and 16 now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Here's a great example of the defensive line not fearing the run game. They know this offense, this situation, they've got to throw the ball. So pin those ears back and get after the quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
That completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Looking to throw here. Downfield shot, balls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain.
Great quarterbacks have answers no matter what the defense is in. This time, the quarterback and the receiver knew that they were going to be able to connect on that corner route before the ball was snapped. The throw was so quick, the defense didn't have much time to adjust.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. He decides to keep it here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this 1st down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Catch made on the out route. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40. The Bulldogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. The quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big game. Good job by the quarterback.
Georgia getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Ball knocked away in the end zone. A great defensive play.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before.
And he throws his third interception of the day. Oh, he's bringing it back. Now the 40. Inside the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
And the PAT puts them on 17 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
24, Georgia, 7.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, looking to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Pressure is coming. Oh, and another incompletion.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
They'll kick it away here. Choosing to return the punt. And the returner will be brought down.
First and 10.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Ball handed off. He's got the first down and still motoring. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this.
Now here he goes. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. And now the handoff. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Heading left after the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about it, over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quinnen Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Finding some room at the 25.
Great response by this offense after losing all those yards. Now they got a chance here on third down. You run the football, find a lane, pick up a good chunk, and now they have a chance here on this third and medium.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Fourth down.
But I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
We'll see what he can do with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And their route is on.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Time for one more play here in the quarter. And the runner takes off to his right. Stop for no gain there. That'll do it for the third quarter. The final quarter coming up next. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. It's a beautiful throw. Hits him in stride. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
First down here for this offense. It's a draw to the back. He's got room to run. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
He breaks free. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front. Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Spinning out of the tackle. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in a game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. As the first down is still going. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. They'll give it to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Offense facing 2nd and goal. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. He escapes the pocket, looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, tied.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put